Have you seen that video going around?
Oh, you mean the one with the Harvard students?
Yeah, yeah. The facial recognition thing.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
It's mind-blowing, right? Like, just a quick picture.
And they get all your info.
Everything. Name, number, address. I mean, even stuff from your online history.
It's kind of scary how fast it all happens too, right?
Yeah, like 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Imagine, right? Just sitting at a coffee shop, someone snaps a pic.
And boom, they've got everything.
It's a bit unsettling. So today, we're diving into all of this. How does this tech actually work? What makes it so powerful? And most importantly, how can we protect ourselves?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to unpack. It's fascinating and a little frightening at the same time, you know?
Totally.
Yeah.
So let's break it down. The facial recognition part, I kind of get that, but how does it actually connect to all that personal data?
Well, the app uses AI, right? It's trained on tons and tons of faces, like millions.
Okay, so it learns to recognize faces.
Yeah, like the unique features. Then it compares those features to photos and data that it pulls from all sorts of places online, websites, social media, you name it.
So it's all about these massive databases, right?
Exactly, those giant collections of information that companies and governments have been putting together for years.
And the students in the video, they were using those special glasses, right? The ones with the cameras.
Yeah, but any smartphone camera could basically do the same thing. It's pretty accessible technology now.
And that's where the concern comes in, right? The video mentioned a cybersecurity expert calling this tech a warning shot heard around the world. Do you think that's an exaggeration?
I don't. I mean, the tech itself is incredible, but the fact that it's so easy to use raises some big questions.
About privacy and security.
Exactly. Who has access to this information? How is it being used?
And what's to stop someone from using it for the wrong reasons?
That's a big one. You know, the thing is, using this tech like the students did, it's completely legal.
Wait, really? So anyone can just snap a picture and get all this information?
Well, governments have some restrictions on how they can use facial recognition, but individuals, not so much.
That seems like a huge loophole. So are we just powerless to protect ourselves?
Not necessarily. There are ways to remove your info from some of these databases. Actually, the CBS Boston article about the app has a link to a site that can help with that.
Okay, good to know. We'll make sure to include that in the show notes. And it's important to remember the students who developed this app, they weren't trying to create some kind of privacy-busting tool.
Right. Their goal was to raise awareness, to show people just how vulnerable their data is.
To empower individuals to take control.
Right. Exactly. I think they've definitely started a really important conversation.
So let's zoom out a bit. Think big picture. If something as simple as a photo can reveal so much about us, what does this mean for our future? As we move into this increasingly digital world.
It's a big question, and I think it's one we all need to be thinking about. Where do we draw the line between innovation and privacy?
Between convenience and control.
Exactly. What kind of regulations do we need? How can we protect ourselves without stifling progress?
It's a complex balance, isn't it?
It really is.
Well, that's something for all of us to consider. Food for thought, as they say.
Definitely. It's not a simple issue, but it's one we can't ignore.
Absolutely. Thanks for diving into this with me today. It's been an eye-opening conversation.
You got it. Always glad to talk about this stuff. It's important.
Keep the conversation going.
Exactly.
And for everyone listening, be sure to check out those links in the show notes. And until next time, stay curious.
And stay safe out there.